Alright, guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, LR Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. I keep messing up this name. Gohan, Goten, and Trunks is coming. Now, so I tweeted this out last night. Someone said, do their community reaction video. And I said, oh, that's a good idea. Let's do that. So I did this. But, I mean, things have been crazy. I'm getting to it right now. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Now, keep in mind, this is before the data download dropped. I was a little skeptical about the character. Like, like, if you go back in the breakdown, I'm saying, like, I feel like I'm underselling them. I definitely want to see them, like, in play before I'm really, like, lean in some way. And, I mean, they look like they just outright be the best unit in the game. The Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, they look crazy, dude. So, keep in mind that a lot of people's replies are before the data download. So, like, let's not... If someone says, oh, I don't think they'll be that good, I'm not, like, jumping down your throat, oh my god. Like, whatever it is. Before the data download, shit like that. So, alright, let's take a look at what people are saying. So, Gresh, ship with Gojira right here on some boxes. Gresh loves this dog, dude. Like, he really does. He loves that puppy, man. Okay. Yeah, so Vector, remember, Vector is like anti, just like if I said Vector is anti, like, do you get that? Like, it's like, he's like going against the grain always. So, it seemed to me, I mean, that a lot of people were not the happiest that this was the pick, right? That this was the character coming. A lot of people had their hearts set on Baby. Here's the thing about Baby. There wasn't actually anything pointing towards Baby besides the fact that just, like, the battlefield where they're fighting. Let me pull up Proton's tweet yet again. But the battlefield where they're fighting, it looked like where they fight Baby. And you know what's funny? Is where Goku fights Baby, and what this battlefield is, it's where Gohan trains Videl, is actually the same location, which is right outside of Goku's house. Like, it is literally the same location. Because, like, this fight happens right outside of Goku's house. And this right here, this is where, right outside of Goku's house is where Gohan trains Videl. So it is actually the same location. But like, I swear, people were thinking, wait, I got lost. People were thinking Baby, I swear, just because I made this tweet right here, dude. Like, this is when, like, everyone's, oh, Baby's coming. But, like, I mean, there wasn't actually, like, anything pointing towards that. So, like, a lot of people I know had their hearts set on Baby. And a lot of people just said it wasn't very hype. I mean, we're going to see more of this. Right, so, like, here's what Jordan says. Omega buff, Rose buff, GTR buff, no. Yeah, so Jordan not happy with that. I mean, certainly, I would not be very opposed to getting, like, a strong Super Bosses buff or some buff to one of these teams. I could see what Dokkan is going for with this, this ending a celebration, because truthfully, they did do something like this before with the 7th anniversary, when this was the EX part of the 7th anniversary. Like, I don't know, like, maybe some people do forget that. Now, this was, this was the EX part of the 7th anniversary, but it did also have, the LR Super Saiyan 4s with them, right? Let me just... Super Saiyan 4s. So it did have these two boys, him and them. They easy ate at the same time as Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr., but it did still happen, right? They're not the same. We just got the easy of Goten and Oh, yeah, okay. I think this is a pretty valid point. Maybe it's a little too soon. Like, this is a fine character, but it's a little too soon following the Family Kamehameha Gohan, which is, like, so close. I mean, again, they, reference quite a bit the Family Kamehameha in this character's active skill, right? It's kind of like a combination of the Family Kamehameha and then the triple Kamehameha that Goten and Trunks do with Krillin, right? So it's like, there's no Goku, no Krillin, and they just kind of, like, combo the two of them. I mean, I get that. That's definitely very valid, I think. Not the way to cap off one of, if not the best celebration of Dokkan history. I don't know, but like who? Here's the thing: DOKKANFEST still are. Like, let's be real. They weren't ending the celebration. They weren't going Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega into Baby, right? Like, they weren't gonna go backwards like that to end the celebration with a DOKKANFEST LR. So, like, it would need now. Okay, the obvious answer would be Daimagoku. Okay, now if we want to say that, sure, that would have been a better way to do it. I have no idea what they're doing with Daima. No clue. Dokkan, people don't even care anymore. They vastly missed the mark, right? With Daima. Wish it was GT or Super Boss. Yeah, I mean, those teams need help. Love Dragon Ball. Yep, the animation. I do think the animations are pretty cool, pretty fun. Definitely do like the character, right? For sure. Dumb unit choice doesn't match the celebration. Well, here's the thing. I mean, yes and no, but remember, it is kind of like it's the same thing as the 10th anniversary, where technically it's part of the Global Dokkan celebration. But it is also the next celebration after the Global Dokkan celebration, if that kind of makes sense. Right? Like, it's like there's a full-on, like, all the stuff, you know, related to this. Like, we're getting all the content related to it. Like these right here, right? Like, we're getting all this stuff right here. We got the Super EZA for them. We got the banner. We have a new Supreme Magnificent battle coming. New stage for the team battle. Seriously serious. This is getting a revamp. This is getting a revamp. You know, there's quite a few things coming, right? So. Need more hybrids. Yeah, for sure. Potential fun and quirky character. Oh, Amatsu cooked. We got an Amatsu is chefing it up reply. Okay. I feel like I'm pretty favorable to tag characters. I'm quite favorable to tag characters, so pretty happy about that. Character could straight up be number 1. Oh, 8 hours ago. Yeah, okay, that's after the data download. Gohan isn't restricted. Yeah, that's true. So, if we're gonna, like, let's take a look at it, right? In a lot of fights, I mean, not really special well, he's got this is nothing. A bond, a parent, and child ally on the team, not a problem. And then there's the exchange with Trunks and Goten. It's just, if we have multiple hybrid Saiyans, we could do it on Gohan's 2nd turn. Otherwise, it's 5th turn, start of the battle. Really not that bad. So, it's like, we can still just run Gohan. And, I mean, he's essentially at full power on, like, a lot of these teams. It's Trunks and Goten. They're where they're very restricted, but they're very explosive at the same time, right? So it's like they're really worth it if we've got their restrictions hit up. So, I mean, we could rock Gohan on other setups for sure. Should it have been Baby? I mean, I just, maybe it's just me, but like following up Gogeta and Omega with Baby does feel kind of weird, right? Like the more I thought about that, like it just doesn't feel strange. Okay, Baby would be good. He does need his DOKKANFEST. That's a legit thing. But Omega's team does feel quite good. I mean, I would actually much rather have a GT hero. I think GT Heroes needs more help. Super Bosses, of course, needs more help. Community is overreacting. Yeah, people were very upset yesterday. I think they probably have cooled off since, though. Matsu used Grok to determine what character. Yeah, that's a good one. Character choice as mid. It's been a while. Well, I was gonna say, it's been a while since we've gotten, like, a hybrid Saiyan. But, I mean, I guess we did get 10th anniversary Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And basically every major celebration does have a Gohan. It's the celebration hits, and you know Gohan is gonna be there, and Gohan is gonna be busted. Okay, yep. More summons for Omega. Yeah, so Gibron's just gonna summon for Omega. 18 Ki is a reference to the 8th anniversary Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta 18 Ki. Yep, that's true. Yep. Breath of Fresh Air. Kits look solid. They have guaranteed dodge, yep, which is good. Gohan's all around great unit. They do seem quite good, for sure. Unhyped for the community, yeah. But to be fair, I mean, when Tao, like, dude, you guys remember when the teaser looked like it was Tao? Like first look at it, it's like, is that Tao's pillar? But then it's like, no, dude, they're not teasing mercenary Tao. No way. And then it's like, oh my god, could it be Shallot? And then people are like, no, my god, dude, Tao is so hype. He'd be so breath of fresh air. and then the game fucking died when Tao and Tien are very good. But guess what? Guess who cared about them? No one. People are very loud on Twitter. They're screaming on Twitter. Blah, 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 blah. But then, the real world hits, it does not compute, does not translate. That Tao and Tien celebration, boy, whew, those are the dark era of Dokkan, dude. Dark era of Dokkan. I'm sorry, man. It's a dark era, man. Okay. Now they're mad the character isn't. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I do have a running theory that people are just going to be mad no matter what. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right? Like, people still call the 10th anniversary celebration ass when they literally just gave one of the anniversary LRs for free. And then people go, no, you're not allowed to point that out. And they go, oh my god, anytime you criticize 10th anniversary, they point out they gave us a free character. It's like, yeah, because they gave us a fucking free character, man. It's a gacha game. It's a game designed around them stealing people's money. Right? And they gave a character out for free, like the new character. Like, it's kind of a big deal. So, like, people would be mad regardless. Well, okay. Unless they gave the character out for free. But even if they did that, people would still be mad. And in 6 months, they'd be calling it ass. Like they did with the 10th anniversary. So, yeah, you just cannot satisfy people at all. Yeah, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, he do be looking pretty good. He could get cooked up in the special battles, but to be fair, literally every character can. But like, yeah, I mean, this boy has been getting buffs on buffs on buffs. Buffs on buffs on buffs on buffs on buffs. On buffs. Buffs on buffs on buffs. So, yeah. Alright, let's keep going here. Mastingen seems an odd choice, considering what came so far. Seems like a fun, cool unit. I really like all the references. Feels like a nice, fun bonus for the EX part that isn't mega hype or must-have, so people can feel okay skipping. Yeah. I mean, because imagine if the character was, like, just as good, but it was, like, Daima Goku instead. People were, yeah, okay, so, like, we were kind of, like, figured out that this Dokkan Fest LR was coming, right? Like, we kind of figured that out. And then I was like, oh, dude, like, it's Daima Goku, duh. Of course, it's gonna be Daima Goku. What else could it be? And, like, people were saying, no, oh my god, that would be so scummy of them to do, right? Like, actually, like, many people said that. So, like, that is true. Like, if they drop something mega hype, rather than people saying, oh my god, they dropped, like, a filler character right here, they'd be saying, what the fuck? I've got no resources. So, yeah, that boy looks like he's coming. Rick and Proton, I'm not gonna pull it up, but Rick and Proton, made some tweets. Looks like there is an LR EZA coming, and 2 TUR EZAs coming, is probably what's gonna happen. So, Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, maybe AGL Kid Gohan, and I don't know what the third one could be. Maybe Tech Pan? I don't know, just throwing something out. So, yeah. Alright. So there's that. Yep, Kid Gohan, Bojack, I agree. Yep, like, Gohan from the Bojack movie and AGL Kid Gohan. Let's look at some quotes. Daima characters will get a release eventually, but a guy like this was never guaranteed. Oh, dude, yeah, that is the same argument I was using for Shallot with Tao. Yeah, when it's like, we're gonna get a Tao, but Shallot might not ever... That is an argument that could hit my heart right there. I agree. I'm also, again, pretty favorable to tag characters. Yeah, this is a big-time villain fan right here. So, they were looking forward to Baby for sure. Okay. Oh, 10 hours ago after the data download. Okay. No LR or Dokkan Fest Baby. Okay, well, Baby has, to be fair, gotten an anniversary LR before. But he does need his Dokkan Fest pretty bad. Baby and Demon King Piccolo are very disrespected characters. And Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku as well. Also disrespected. So, I mean, yeah, they need their Dokkan Fest for sure. I agree. Cause how bad GT Boss has been for years. Yeah, GT Bosses is solid right now, but fuck it. Let's make him really super good. I'm kind of with it, yeah. I mean, Baby, like, so, Lord Slug was the Halloween Dokkan Fest. Maybe Baby, boom, Halloween Dokkan Fest. right? They would serve similar roles, although Baby is on more teams than Slug. But yeah, could be good. Feels so random, out of place in my opinion. Oh, referring to Gohan, Goten and Trunks. Want to see him in game first? Yeah, I really push this, because a lot of people are not like, oh, I see it and I'm calcing it in my head and stuff like that. So like, I'm like, one of the big like that, you know, like, let's wait to see him in game, like, definitely is something I'm always preaching. And I think it's just smart to do. Like, too often people, this is not a Dokkan community thing, are just like too rash to like jump to conclusions instantly. Like, let's, you know, get some information first and then, you know, boom. So like, you know, for me, it's like, you know, Golden Week, like, you know, let's see, you know, Golden Week could be fire, you know, we can get our LR Keflin part 2 or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, you know, the celebration finishes like, nah, it sucked ass, actually. That's trash. Now that we got all the info, yeah, fodder celebration. So, and like, leaving the Global Dokkan celebration, I think it's probably the best celebration in Dokkan history. One of my main argument might literally just be this picture right here. Show me the bad characters. Like, show me the fumbles. Crickets. I think they're all good. All have a role. I mean, these two, we could kind of like, you know, make an exception to call them bad because they're, you know, nuking leader skills, ban them from events. Sure. And then, of course, there's still a couple at the top here. 4 characters right there. Dude, the Global Dokkan celebration is 2 pages of characters. We've never seen that before. Ever. The 10th anniversary was not 2 pages. Right? Let's see. So it starts right here. But it doesn't even get to the top up here, right? Insane. So, alright, there's that. Let's keep going. Ludicrous and hilarious how Matsu was able to stretch out the worst Broly movie's Gohan for 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row. Am I missing something? Okay. So, 2025 is this one. Family Kamehameha was 2024. 2023? Who... I guess the reference is the Future Gohan's intro. Future Gohan's intro references Gohan from the Broly movie right here. And this is kind of like his battle motion too. I guess that's what Lampy must be referring to. It's got to be, right? That's got to be what the reference is to. Let me hit back again. Is there, maybe there's something I'm forgetting? It can't be Kid Gohan. Yeah, that's got to be. That's got to be what that person's talking about. Is Future Gohan's intro? Okay. Also ecstatic to the featured LRs are in my top 5 favorite Dragon Ball fusions: Gotenks and Gogeta. Okay. Best release ever. Okay, sure. Tech Broly, I do love him. I love him dearly. Character choice doesn't matter if the character's busted crowd being real silent recently. Well, I do think, you know, after this character gets in game and a lot of people see how dominant they are, people will be, I think, less... Like, here's the thing about Tao. Tao was very, very unhyped, but, like, he is a killer in game. He is a real killer. So, it's like, he at least has a real purpose. This character's going to be similar. Like, they're going to be really good. So, it's like, yeah, it's a little... I mean, this is not on the level of unhype of, like, Tao or Videl or something like that. But, I mean, they are, like, probably on the same level of strength, though. Hybrids is finally here. Dokkan's favorite category is Boo Saga. Yeah, they can't, Amatsu can't help himself with Boo Saga. They've given everything in Boo Saga and LR except for Kid Buu. It's actually crazy how many LRs there are from. There's 20 LRs from the Buu saga, but no Kid Buu. Like, I feel like if you know, like, all right, there's gonna be a Dragon Ball phone game, and like this is gonna be the highest rarity of character. There's 20 in Buu saga. How many Kid Buu of? Oh, like 3 of them's got to be Kid Buu, right? You know, or Kid Buu must have been the second. Oh, the highest rarity. They probably did like Super Saiyan 3 Goku or Vegito, and then Kid Buu was like number 2, right? Like, right? Like that's how it would go, man. That's how it would go. Team is ass. Yeah, the team is going to be pretty bad. Like, it's going to be fully reliant on this character to dominate. Unless AGL Kid Gohan gets a monster EZA, STR Trunks and Goten, similar sub EZA. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Don't forget about... Let's go, like, to this. Don't forget this character. I think this character could actually probably be pretty effective, honestly. I do think so. They got a battle motion, too. Oh! It's always easy to run battle motion characters for me. Okay. Oh, if they got a similar sub EZA to... Well, yeah, I mean, dude, yeah. You got a sub EZA like Sin, and that means you're good. Gut feeling, Daima's Tanabata. Prop. I like where we're going with this. I'm thinking there's going to be a video from me, you know, August 25th. It's going to be... I've had a vision. Daima's Tanabata. Yep. Yep. We will. We will. We will be doing that. Yeah. Yeah. Daima being absent. Feel unhyped by comparison. Yeah, dude, it's so crazy because it's like, it's literally new versions of characters. Like, anything they release, even Kid Buu. Kid Buu's already got a bunch of cards in game, right? Like, yeah, he needs an LR. But he has... Let's take out the Heroes character. There's 5 Kid Buus, right? Let's take the Heroes characters out. You know, like, oh, Baby. Let's take a look at Baby. Baby has... kind of like 6 characters. We'll take the Heroes character out, right? But like, oh... Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which is not the same thing as like GT Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And the answer is there's 0 of him. He doesn't exist in game. Goma. How many Gomas are we rocking? Well, there's 0. So it's like, I mean, even though, you know, they can hit it like crazy, like, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, we've had several Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas, but like, you know, this one does the Dragon Fist and stuff like that, you know, felt like crazy. There is still something to it. Literally doesn't exist in game at all because it's brand new with Daima stuff. So yeah. Them helping out youth hybrid Saiyans adds variety and team building, which is always fun. Sure, I mean they're going in a little bit of a different direction, so now there's going to be more relevant teams to use. Definitely not a bad thing. Wish there was a unit to round out. Yeah. Rose, his team needs it the most for sure. Yeah. Yeah, dude, what else? Yeah, Tao before Daima. This tag, you know, they did non-fusing Kale and Caulifla before Daima, dude. Like, what else? What would be like, oh my god, they really dropped this before Daima. Like, what? I don't know. But it's coming. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's coming. It's coming. Aura King. Well, yeah, but that is what you kind of got to do. You gotta go from, like, you know, oh my god, we got the pinnacle of hype character, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now truly is a good time to drop out something that's not mega hype, right? Like, that's how they should do it, right? Like, you know, like, Tao does deserve the representation, right? Or Videl, you know, Captain Ginyu did once upon a time, Raditz. I mean, that level of character, you know, Pan, DOKKANFEST, they should get these DOKKANFEST, but... You know, you don't go, all right, Pan DOKKANFEST, next DOKKANFEST is Ginyu, next DOKKANFEST is Raditz, right? Like, that's not how you do it. But you also don't go, all right, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, now we'll do Blue Gogeta, now we'll do UI Goku, now we'll do Beast Gohan. You don't do that either. I think it's best to kind of weave in between the two, right? You know, go back and forth between hype and unhype. Is good. And that gets representation, and, I mean, you know, they can't just drop... All right, guys, you know, it's our 15th Majin Vegeta Dokkan Fest coming up, right? Like, they can't do that, so. Animations feel slightly better than the regular Dokkanfest. They look good to me. I'm not like a real stickler about animations, but obviously Gogeta is just on a supreme level, right? Step lower than this past celebration. Oh yeah, for sure, right? Like I thought Blue Goku was kind of weak a little bit, although Blue Vegeta looks incredible. And Omega Shenrons are fine, but not like, super mega outstanding. But I think that they're fine. The Carnivals looked really crazy though. Gogeta and Rose. Really unique LR, so it's a summon for me. Okay. The 44% tickets aren't going to be for this character. You're not going to be able to do that. So yeah, definitely make sure, by the way, to do the 50 ticket single with the 44% chance. Definitely a smart way to go about it. Another less possible chance for celebration without Kid Buu. Oh, I don't know. Well, no. Yeah, there's no Kid Buu coming in the celebration. Part 2 with air quotations is Peppy Gal's. Peppy Gal banner, right? And then after that would likely be Tanabata. But could Tanabata be, again, tag Goku and Vegeta with the Super Spirit Bomb or something like that, and then Carnival Kid Buu? Could be. Clears Clown Mega Fraud Run in kit hype and overall coolness. Oof. I don't agree Clown Mega Fraud Run, but do they clear Omega in kit hype and coolness? Chat, they might. Yeah, I think that's probably true. No shade to Omega. I got Omega right at the top of my tier list. I think that the 5 GDC LRs are the top 5, right? They could easy int Majin Vegeta. Yeah, I thought so as well. That's why I did drop, like, when I dropped my video talking about, like, potential easy characters. This int Majin Vegeta is pretty popular, so I knew by, putting that boy right on that thumb, people would be like, oh, yeah, I love him, right? Like, I knew that they would go to that. Oh, please don't, you say. Well, I mean, the thing is, we do have several good Trunkses now, though. Like, we're ready for him to EZA. That's the thing. Vegeta and Trunks are very good. And remember, they're a great combo with this Majin Vegeta. And then this Goku, Gohan, and Trunk kid, like, this character's good. Because remember, Gohan, again, doesn't have restrictions. Majin Vegeta fulfills this right here. Boom. Majin Vegeta creates in orbs, too. Although you're not going to get this from an in orb changer. That's not happening, right? This you could get, but you're not getting this. No way. But, yeah, I mean, this character... So, if you just stay as Gohan, on some Saiyan team we pretend we're using with Majin Vegeta, it does still, like, this Trunks in the name would count, even though we would just be using, like, Gohan the whole time. It would still count, right? Amatsu never beating the... Well, yeah, but, I mean, Amatsu directly told us he loves Gohan. He literally said it. He put himself on the Summer Jam screen and said, I love Gohan. Remember when he was having trouble with Ki, with physical Ultimate Gohan, with the Beast Active skill? In one of those live streams, he was having trouble with Ki, dude. Trouble with Ki. Come on, man. Absolutely crazy. yeah, Gohan. Oh, Platsek. Oh, yeah, Jack, my boy. I would plat Sekiro. I would. But, unfortunately, I made a man's deal with Iron Cane. As men, we have a deal. I will do Sekiro. And then once I do Sekiro, Gresh is going to do... Oh, shit. What was it? Zelda Skyward Sword, right? So Gresh is going to do Zelda Skyward Sword once I do Sekiro. And I'm going to do Sekiro once Iron does... I gave Iron 3 options. He could platinum Final Fantasy 16. He could platinum Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Or he could platinum Dragon Quest 11. Any of the three, if Iron Cane does that, I'll do Sekiro. Any of the three. I gave him 3 different options, but he said it's impossible. It's impossible. Can't be done. Can't be done. Iron Cane said it can't be done. It's too hard. It's too hard. You know, there's just too much going on. But don't ask your boy how I platinum it this year. Get fucked, Iron Cane. You idiot. But yeah, Jack, bro, I would love to do Sekiro, but Iron, I guess just doesn't want me to do it. Like he said, nah. You know, Iron doesn't want me to get my trophy completion percentage up. He doesn't want that going up, so. Oof, man, I don't know. This guy has a rough turn 1, chat. Here, maybe let's start closing some of this stuff. Got a lot of these pulled up. Yeah, we don't need a lot of that. Yeah, dude, he has a rough turn 1. Like, the special battles, basically what we're praying for him is that we're already below 77% when he receives an attack. This guy is just horrible turn 1, dude. So, I mean, once we're able to go into a standby, he could be effective, but I don't know. I don't know. Even less free-to-play friendly behavior. All right, time. Hold on, Yoshiro. Listen. Okay. I understand. If I argue against, you know, like you're saying, they're exhibiting very free-to-play friendly like behavior that like the opposite though, like very like anti free-to-play player type behavior. And if I oppose that at all, they just go, oh, there's the Bandai cum guzzler coming to the defense of the billion-dollar corporation. Well, I mean, to be fair, dog, they have, you know, they did give out a free unit earlier this year. I mean, it did happen. There's tickets everywhere. There is the 44% single. I mean, listen, bruh. The 44% ticket single. Do you need me to go pull up what happened when I did that? I mean, people get mad. People started to get mad at me because I kept referencing it too much. So, just saying, you know, yeah, I mean, there are going to be some tickets for them. Could they have even more tickets? Yes, they could. Could they give out even more stones? Yes, they could. But it's not like actually the end of the world. That's all. Part 3. Yeah, I mean, again, it is kind of like essentially a part 3 banner, right? Like it pretty much is. But it is also like the next Dokkan Fest, right? Like the next Dokkan Fest after this, like there was going to be a Dokkan Fest right now, regardless. You know, if it was TUR baby or, you know, TUR Tuno is looking for Zarbon, right? Zarbon, TUR Zarbon, right? Like, you know, like there was going to be something here regardless. This release is so random. That is true. I mean, it does feel rather random. Giving them a LR Dokkan Fest is not necessary. Well, so far, every tag character has been like a Dokkan Fest LR or a Carnival LR, huh? Like, they haven't dropped... I mean, there's the free-to-play TUR. But, you know, so Dokkan Fest LR. And then we come over here, and it's Carnival LR, Dokkan Fest LR. Carnival LR. And then we get back here, yeah, and it's, you know, Dokkan Fest LR, Carnival LR, Dokkan Fest LR, right? So, I guess, I mean, they're keeping the tag thing as just like Carnival and Dokkan Fest right now. The one character I did kind of, I reference it, but this is the one character that's a tag that's not an LR. It's this free-to-play Trunks and Goten. Remember, we can go to, what I should do is go to Gifted Warriors, because every tag character's on Gifted Warriors. Isn't that crazy? Every single, like, here we go. Every tag character is right there on screen. Gifted, because Zamasu is on Gifted Warriors. Caulifla is on Gifted Warriors, and Frieza is on Gifted Warriors. So they all end up on there. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right, we might look at a couple more. I'm a little sleepy. I'm actually... Your boy is running out of energy, bruh. I am. LR Dokkanfest, not necessarily. Maybe one of the worst release timings. Oh, in terms of hype? Sure, but again, remember, it's not the end of the world, because we did just have potentially the pinnacle of hype. Now we're going to go a little bit lower. I mean, I do think the peaks and valleys, which I've talked about for quite a while, like years now, right? Like, is a big thing. Happy to get a free and easy skip. Okay. Never getting Daima. Yeah. Yep, we read that. Daima. A lot of people talking about Daima, man. Daima. Dude, this picture of Garash. Daima. Yeah, hello. Oh, yeah. Pat makes a good point. Yeah. The generic green field was proof that baby was coming. Okay. Were you going to Goten and Trunks? Wait. I don't see a universe where you go into Goten and Trunks. Let's put it this way. Goten and Trunks are so fucking dominant that I want to build the team full youth. Because they're so fucking broken. They're so crazy. Fuck the banner unit. I mean, yeah, sure, I get it. Like a lot of people like hate because like he beats Videl down so bad. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, whatever. Yeah, this is true. I mean, that to me, that's the best argument I think from the video that I like is like, you know, like if we're gonna talk like against the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, it's we literally got like a very similar character last year, right? Don't get why they're an LR. Yeah. I mean, it is true. There isn't really much of a difference at all. If it's an LR or a TUR, right? Like they're the only thing is they're better as an LR for sure because they have better stats. That's why. LRs are just auto better because they have way higher stats. Look at this HP, dude. This is something I got to make sure to talk about in the showcase, right? We do that, like that's huge. That's huge. All right, chat. Let me know what you guys think. I'm pretty neutral on this, I think. I'm not really, like, super opposed to it. I'm not really super for it. But I would say I do really quite like tag characters. Tag characters to me are very fun. Yeah, there's another Grish. They got, like, interesting kits and stuff like that. So I'm always kind of, like, down for tag characters, right? So let me know what you guys think. They will be releasing later on tonight in 12 hours. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time.